So let me ask you something. What if your social network wasn't built for likes or followers or endless scrolling, but for your actual well being? It sounds kind of radical, right? Well, that's the core idea behind a new system for digital connection we're going to explore today. I mean, this quote just hits home, doesn't it? So many of us feel this. We're more connected than ever, but that connection can feel, well, pretty hollow. And sometimes it's even genuinely harmful. It's this exact problem that a new platform, TheraSocial, is trying to solve. All right, so before we jump into the solution, we really have to understand the problem. Let's break down what exactly this digital dilemma we're all caught in really is. Think about it. Our online lives are totally fragmented. We're juggling all these different platforms, putting on different faces for each one, and just drowning in this nonstop flood of information. And the result? We're stressed, we're overloaded, and there's this nagging feeling that our most basic human need for real, supportive connection just isn't being met. And this slide really lays out the impossible choice we're stuck with. On one hand, you've got these huge public networks that offer incredible scale, but, zero privacy. On the other hand, you have anonymous platforms where you get privacy, but there's absolutely no trust. We're basically trapped in the middle with no great options. So, if that's the problem, what's the alternative? Well, TheraSocial is proposing a totally different model, what they call a human-centered network. Now, the goal here isn't to create just another social media app to scroll through. No way. Instead, TheraSocial is being positioned as a whole new foundational layer for our digital lives, one that's built from the ground up to actually prioritize human needs, trust, and well-being. So what is it really? At its heart, TheraSocial is a tool for self-awareness and connection. It's all about the simple act of a daily check-in that helps you understand yourself better and then lets you share that journey in a safe, completely controlled way. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work in practice? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the platform and what you'd actually be doing. The whole thing is built around this super simple three-step loop. First, you start with a quick private reflection. Then, and this is key, you decide what to share, if anything, and exactly who gets to see it. And over time, this creates this incredibly valuable map of your own journey, showing you patterns you probably would have never noticed otherwise. And you're not tracking random stuff here. The platform focuses on these key indicators that have a massive impact on our daily lives. We're talking mood, sleep, exercise, anxiety, energy. You're tracking the fundamentals, not vanity metrics. But of course, cataloging this kind of deeply personal data raises some pretty valid questions about privacy and security, as it should. And this is the proposed answer to that privacy question. It's all about a privacy-first approach. This idea of trust circles is central to the whole thing. You get to decide if an update is public, just for your close friends, or maybe only for family. That kind of granular control is what's meant to build the trust that's missing everywhere else. Because, let's face it, your close friend doesn't need the same info as some random acquaintance. But how does this all build up over time? Well, the real magic here isn't in one big, dramatic moment. It's in the whole philosophy behind the platform's design, the power of small, consistent effort. 2 minutes, that's it. That's the entire daily commitment. By keeping the barrier to entry that low, the whole platform is designed to become a sustainable habit, not just another chore on your to-do list. It's something you can actually do even on your craziest days. Oh, I love this analogy. It just captures the idea so perfectly, right? You don't brush your teeth for 2 hours once a month. You do it for a couple of minutes every single day to stay healthy. This is just applying that same smart preventative logic to our mental and emotional health. And this is such a powerful reminder for all of us. We're always looking for that one big breakthrough, that aha moment. But real, lasting growth, that's almost always the result of quiet, daily practice. This system is designed to support that slow, steady, and frankly, much more sustainable process of change. So when you put all these pieces together, the daily check-in, the trust circles that focus on consistency, what do you actually get? Well, you get a system for well-being. Now, this is a powerful reframe. I mean, how often do we feel like a glitch, like something is just fundamentally wrong with us? But this perspective, it changes everything. Your struggles aren't a sign that you're broken. They're just data points in a really complex system, your system. And that means you can understand it and you can make adjustments. You can calibrate. And this is where it gets incredibly practical. You can start connecting the dots. Oh, wow, when I get less than 6 hours of sleep, my anxiety really spikes 2 days later. Or, I notice my energy totally tanks after I spend time with certain people. These aren't just guesses anymore, they're real insights you can actually act on. And look, the end goal here is not to achieve some kind of perfect life. It's about having a tool to better navigate the life you actually have. It's a process for understanding yourself, managing yourself, and supporting yourself continuously. And that brings us to the fundamental question at the heart of all this. It's a challenge, really, to imagine a digital future built not for engagement metrics and ad dollars, but for mutual care. A future where our technology actually helps us connect more deeply with ourselves and with each other. The question isn't just what would that world look like, but what role are we willing to play in building